Hi, I'm Sid Part 2. Just trying every little thing I can to get this to work out better. But as you can see, this is the finished chair of Metron. Metron's Mobius chair. And it is a beauty, if I do say so myself. Now you're going to see this little doohickey back here. I'll explain it later. But just want to make sure you see all the detailed designs and stuff. So this is after the chair's been almost 100% painted. I have to paint the bottom still. It's still just the natural plastic red. I didn't think about doing it while we were working on the main coat of silver. It just didn't occur to me to get around to doing. But it shall be done eventually. But once again, it's the bottom. It doesn't really matter. What's cool is this stuff. This awesome stuff. Now, as I said, I promised to explain this doohickey, and this thing was not in the last video I posted. If you didn't see that video, there's a link down below. It lights up! It's a light up glowy thing on top. And as you well know, dear viewers, I like glowy things. Yeah, so for those that didn't watch the last video and have no desire to, let me just... It also flashes in case Metron feels like, going to a rave or whatever. And that's for the ecstasy that he will undoubtedly take. It does make a little high-pitch annoying noise. That's just how anything EL is. That's what this is called in here, EL wire. You can get EL panels and EL tape, and it's neat stuff to play with for cosplays and things like this. But yeah, so this is the painted chair, and the genesis for this was, I found out you could buy a Metron figure, but you could not get a Mobius chair. And that was, not okay to me. And so I was like, well, no, you gotta have a Mobius chair with Metron. It's like every time you see Metron, he's on the chair. There's, no time where it's acceptable to see Metron not on the Mobius chair. So I decided to 3D model and 3D print it. It took 14 hours to 3D print, and then a couple weeks to just take the time to paint. Haley, my love, I know you're watching this, and I know you worked your butt off on it. The paint didn't turn out perfectly, though. I'm not 100% thrilled with the paint. It still looks awesome, especially at a bit of a distance. It still looks really good. A lot of that is just to do with the resolution of 3D printing. It does not lend, at least with the MakerBots, they do not lend themselves well to 3D print, because you have these ridges within it that I'm sure you can see. It's probably best evident on the back where you can see the ridges. But they have the ridges, and it makes it really hard to apply a smooth coat of paint, so it does look really thick. The silver looks much better than the blue. The blue is special, though, and I'll explain why in a bit. But overall, I am still very, very happy with this. It came out looking really cool. It's going to look amazing on a shelf. And it's Metron, and it lights up. It's glowy. Glowy things are cool, people. So yeah, but basically I wanted a Metron figure with his Mobius chair. And that's just cool. This little doohickey here runs on 2 AA batteries, in case you're wondering, and you can get this stuff for I think this cost me $3 for the little EL wire, and I had this thing lying around. It's like a Christmas ornament or something. But yeah, that just sticks into a hole that I modeled into the top of it, and it's really cool. As you can see, it's a really cool thing. I'll just keep going spinning around. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very pleased with this. I don't know how much more there is to say. It did come out really, really good. I think I might add a piece. I might 3D model another piece or two, but I'm not sure yet. For the chair to sit upon, kind of like a base or something, but we'll see. But yeah, it looks great. So I promised to explain the blue paint. And the reason the blue paint isn't very perfectly layered on there is, first we covered the whole thing in primer. I did that part. And that took like 3 coats of primer until it was actually fully primed. And then there was putting on the metallic, silver metallic paint here that's on it as best we could manage. And we tried to avoid the areas that are in blue now. But the blue paint is actually spray paint. No, we didn't spray paint it. What we did is we sprayed the paint into a little plastic bin and then applied it with brushes. And I don't know how well you can tell that we did that. There are some patches of white, and it doesn't look great in spots. It looks a little thick because, spray paint's more runny than acrylic paint. But that's okay, because there's a reason that it's spray paint. The blue sections glow in the dark. That's entirely the reason to do that. And so I'm going to cut the shot here. And we're going to go ahead and go to glow in the dark. Alright, so, fun fact, it's really hard to shoot video of glow in the dark stuff. So here are a couple pictures where you can just see the glow in the dark things going over it. But yeah, as you can see, the blue stuff is glow in the dark. Thanks. Alright, so that's the glow in the dark part, and we just came back to this, and I don't know, I just think it's really, really awesome, really, really cool, and I don't know what else there is to say. It's a neat friggin' thing, and there's Metron and a chair, and have I mentioned there are glowy things, and glowy things are the most important part of any balanced breakfast. I assume. I don't know. I don't eat breakfast. But anyway, there is Metron's Mobius chair for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Until next time, I'm Sid2. Thanks for watching.